I'll take it. There needs to be a Fievel Goes West of the Leprechaun series, and you've got plenty of time. I've got a year to decide which Leprechaun movie I'll do next St. Patrick's Day. Stupid movies. Damn it, I forgot to switch my glasses. Hang on. There they are. Okay. Next movie! Ah, good. The Patreon poll is done for the next episode, where we spotlighted sequels to previous Cinema Snob episodes. And as you can see, the people were equally as enthused by most of them, with them being slightly more excited about Puppet Master 2. The clear winner, by the way, of an I'm Your Puppet James and Bobby Purify reference. With the immediate success of the first Puppet Master in 1989, you bet your ass that Charles Band and Full Moon Features put a Puppet Master 2 into production for a quick UK 1990 release. What's the plot? Look, the puppets want brain fluid, okay? That's all you need to know. Now go out there and make us a movie. And it helps that they got an effects guy directing it, as the director was visual effects artist David Allen, who did stop motion and puppeteering on everything from The Howling to Willow to Freaked and Honey, I Shrunk the Kids. He also did work on Subspecies as well, which the writer of this film, David Pabian, also wrote. Here we open at the Shady Oak Cemetery, but the puppets were still alive at the end of the last one. No need to do a resurrection scene. Oh, sorry, it's Puppet Master Andre Toulon's grave. No love for John Boca, though. The puppets didn't shed a tear for his passing. They even got Tim Burton characters standing nearby in case any security shows up. For they have perfected the recipe of Ecto Cooler. It was delicious and could make us grow extra arms. Should have seen it coming. The director did some effects work on Ghostbusters 2 as well. This better work. They're tiny, so it took them 2 months to dig up this grave. The movie's gonna have a good 80s exploitation look. It's shot by Thomas F. Devone, who also shot Mission Kill, Codename Zebra, Cold Steel. All of those titles scream, I know what I'm watching on cable tonight. Though it's produced by David Dakota, the puppets might have to fight a talking animal, or there will be unnecessary shower scenes. There was a lot of gory shenanigans at the hotel in the first one. Best send in the experts. And with the Ghostbusters not returning their calls anymore, this paranormal research team will do. They have everything they need. Someone to open the doors when it's locked, and the horny couple they picked up hitchhiking on their way to Crystal Lake. Dibs on the honeymoon suite.
All right, now this place has promise.
Right? With a little effort, it could be a room that they bang in.
Wanna go home, Wanda?
How are we supposed to look for semen samples if all the semen is yours? They're here to find out if Alex Whitaker, hero and psychic professor from the first, was nuts. Did I have to look it up to double check who Alex Whitaker was? Yes. And if this group is weirded out by the statues, wait till they see the killer puppets.
I heard something. Some kind of groaning.
And they couldn't get here fast enough. This guy is just slowing the team down, though he did make sure to bring the portable TVs, one for a different movie from the Full Moon Features catalog. Even the characters aren't interested in the exposition of this hotel.
I was told of the hill's mystical aura by a fascinating Egyptian, and so I built my hotel here as a...
God, I just want to sit in the hot tub. We need some expendable characters to die, though. The rancher will be the George Buck Flowers of the movie, in that he's played by George Buck Flowers. Crazy drunk puppets. When Nita Talbot, who plays the psychic Camille, needs directions, this has the double energy of "Don't go down that road," and also someone shooing her away with a pitchfork and brings up Satan.
You know what's good for you? You'll stay away from that hotel. They say Satan's got a suite of rooms in there.
Yeah, okay. Still better than the Screwball Hotel. This one has a great view and amazing research action. Carolyn is having some coffee and paying bills. Wanda's taking a Minesweeper break. And Lance is finally watching the rest of Skinamarink. Also, I didn't even know the psychic Camille was here yet.
You won't hear their voices on that, my dear. They will come to you when you open your mind and heart.
Oh yeah? Then why did you have to ask for directions? She's one of my favorite characters. She just wants to drink and be hit on.
Wanna give me a hand?
Of course, none for me, though. I don't drink coffee.
Yeah, I know. Chamomile tea.
Thanks, porno plumber. And don't you worry, we're getting that hot tub up and running right away, folks. Take your time taking pictures for a new set of postcards. Huh, don't see that every day. I'll just take a normal old picture of this like I'm photographing a tree. Then it's off to dinner.
The taint of unholy fury has been absorbed by...
Taint? Isn't that a little melodramatic even for you?
You haven't had the sinfully delicious mayo chup casserole yet. If you need to know what Alex is up to now, they explain it. He's in an asylum. But even with most of them being fun drunks, there's always one angry drunk.
Why did you do that?
What?
You deliberately attacked her.
I'm just being honest. But meanwhile, at Merlin's shop of mystical wonders, nothing much to say here, really. Moving on. So he's making it up to his sister by getting her a flower. You idiot, incest was in Amityville too, and that lost the poll. Now here's another scene where they describe characters from the first. This time, the puppet master Andre Toulon.
It confirms Toulon's connection to this place.
Oh, did something happen yet? Oh my god, the York peppermint patty under my pillow melted and it's everywhere! Plus, he's making the shot on video version, just in case Full Moon Features wants to release that version as well. She's got the feeling there's evil puppets here.
I'm afraid we're all in danger as long as we remain in this house. I'm leaving tonight.
Ah, great. She's gonna get taken away, isn't she? Kidnapped by this bust of Hugo Weaving and attacked by Pinhead. Puppet Pinhead. All I can say is I really, really want to see the Charles Band version of Gulliver's Travels. It's easy for the puppets when the characters are far too drunk to get up and run away. It's starting to come back to me how slow the first film was, and this one kinda is too. At one point, even the movie is needing to get drunk while watching its own footage. Nothing like a romantic candlelit evening while watching dressing room footage. Wait, oh my god, the mall elves are here early for the hotel's Santa display. That's just another excuse to lay down and get shit-faced. Let's take a break so we can pass out.
Hey, what you gonna do today, Marty?
I'm gonna call 976-7777. They're gonna tell me a great story every day.
I'm gonna ask my parents if it's okay if I call 976-7777.
No, me first.
Me first.
$2 per call plus possible toll. Ask your parents' permission before calling.
Now that we're back...
I couldn't sleep. Every little sheep that jumped over the fence landed under a horny rat.
These two are all talk. I haven't seen them bang once.
Shouldn't watch TV in the dark. It's bad for you. Should give them a rest and strain another muscle.
Stick a $1 bill in me and I'll squeeze out 4 quarters to make the mattress shake. That is until Cockblock Puppet comes in. That's the asshole bellhop who keeps melting mince under our pillows. And now he's even leaving mince inside our skulls. Tunneler may have to dig his own grave for the time being, but with angry drunk Patrick dead, maybe they can get some work done. Oh right, I'm supposed to act sad that my brother is dead. Let's mourn for a few minutes, give Tunneler a proper burial, and get back to work. Just as I suspected, filled with Energizer batteries. That's why this series keeps going and going. Plus, they run on life force brain fluid. Let's make sure we scan him for operation pieces while putting the freezer to good use by putting Patrick in it. We'll move the box of bagel bites out. That'll be weird eating those if they're in here. They are all great minds.
What is this thing? It's gotta be subject to physical laws.
You're thinking too hard about this series, hence when the Invisible Man shows up.
I am Eric Chani.
No, you're not. You're Andre Toulon doing a Bane impression.
Excuse my abrupt appearance, but your presence is equally unexpected.
This is a man who needs to take full advantage of the facials available at the hotel spa. He claims he inherited the hotel and wants privacy. No problem. We promise we'll never attempt to walk in on you naked. and stop carrying around that hammer. We know you're not fixing anything. And what's going on now? Is the hotel actually open? This is Camille's son, Michael. We need a handsome Corbin Burnson type, so here's his brother, Colin Burnson. He has a constant, I'm out face.
My brother was killed,
You're serious?
and this is his killer.
But how could this toy?
I don't know.
Just play along and act genuine.
You can talk to my assistants. We have it on tape.
God, I'm so sorry.
Totally means every word. In case you're wondering what happened to George Buck Flowers and his impenetrable electric fence, don't worry, it's gonna go back to them. They were needed on standby in case there was too much plot, and they needed to throw some extra body counts into the movie. What does this scene have to do with anything? Not much. It's just fun to see the hillbillies get surrounded and injured with their own clumsiness. She seems far more upset about her doll getting broke than she does about her husband, who she's just gonna go in and beat him with a pan for old time's sake. Hell, when she burns one of them to death, it's making me root for the puppets, even though it's kinda on them. There's really not a major reason for this scene, other than to show off more puppet effects. And introducing the new puppet Zurg, I mean Torch. But let's be honest, this is probably how she would go anyway, regardless of the puppets. Somehow this was gonna happen. I had no idea it's a themed room hotel, as Toulon and the puppets are staying in the erotic Lincoln's cabin room. Yes, they got their precious brain juices, which are useless because they burnt the corpse. See, that scene really didn't need to happen. But it did make the movie pick up the pace a little. Even the puppets look like they're nodding off due to Toulon's monologuing with a lot of spaces between his words. It's a lot of long sentences for, okay, go back in your cabinet and sleep it off, boys. Oh, and he thinks Carolyn is the reincarnation of his wife. Oh, phooey, he's just using that as an excuse to get a younger bride. The hell, this scene goes on so long, I think he sits down for a nap at one point before, I don't know, getting the idea for a new full moon film called Faust. Here's the pitch. It's a cloudy day in Egypt. Andre Toulon is opened by Killface. Folks gathered from the nearest Ron Ormond set to see Toulon perform with his puppets. It's his understudy, though. That's not William Hickey from the first. The audience will not be pleased. There's always a heckler. That's because he wants them to buy his own puppets.
We were told you had something to show us.
You get a discount if you enter with a Ricardo Montalban impression. It's then that they're wooed by gritty reboot Great Gazoo. We'll take him! Don't trust this merchant. He was literally in a movie called The Death Merchant. No matter if he tries selling you the potion to bring the puppets to life.
Do it for the children.
I have the feeling it is not for the children. Back in the present, Michael is still the most relatable character.
How did you sleep?
All right. Thanks.
You didn't hear anything unusual.
No, I'm afraid not.
Yeah, I don't want any involvement in any of this. I'm gonna take some bagels from the complimentary breakfast and hit the road. Or we could inspect the conveniently placed gazebo that could blow off the cliff at any moment. He even has a just another day reaction to seeing this.
Like?
Excuse me, I don't think I've had the pleasure.
Just call me Not So Dark Man. I can change my face by putting on a plastic mask from Walgreens.
The movie pads itself out too by talking about his smoking habits.
Maybe you shouldn't be smoking.
But I do really intend to stop in my own time.
It'll end with him replacing his bandages with nicotine patches. And don't let the fading to black and white flashback transition fool you. This isn't a flashback, just more random characters to fill the runtime. Like this scene where they go after Sid from Toy Story, beating his toys with a whip. This is a kid who learned all the wrong lessons from his obsession with Roots. It really is the effects that carry this. Whenever the puppets are on screen, the movie boosts up quite a bit, to the point to where it almost works as a toy commercial. I'd want to buy the hell out of this if I was a kid. I want to buy the hell out of it now. And I would be much nicer to it than this kid is. I don't want it to light me on fire. Anyway, still no sign of Camille. The suburb from Edward Scissorhands has turned up nothing. Perhaps if we sit on the ledge and look longingly into each other's eyes, her body may turn up on the shore.
Oh, I've always loved wide open spaces.
That is not the smooth pickup line you think it is. Guess it works though. God, you're so tense. I'm gonna take your crying over the loss of your brother as an in to finally kiss you. Toulon's having a good day too. They learned to make him a root beer float.
You have learned well.
Two could go for some ice cream. Here's another scene where he mumbles about his dead wife Elsa possibly being back. Yes, we know. We've heard it before. Can we go back to killing some bratty kids again? That's more interesting than these tests. Why is the puppet full of so much radiation? I'll tend to that later. Room service has brought my hunky man meat. Have you seen this? They have the complete collection of bread on vinyl. Let's have a drink, then we can move on to some Michael McDonald if we're feeling lucky. Until this happens.
Then please, grant me the request of this dance.
Now we know where the puppets get their cock-blocking skills. Bro, do you mind? Bro! Go rub one out with some Neosporin and leave us be. Then he takes his record and gets the hell out of there. Oh, damn it, he took the air supply. And Michael is just annoyed about Carolyn possibly getting herself killed.
No way, it's too risky.
All right, if you don't want to help me, I'll
God
just...
damn it, Carolyn, please stay away from his rooms.
I mean, like, seriously, stop approaching that weirdo. Now come rest your head on my sweater. It's a 1990 movie, so you know what that means. And then they bang! Back in a simpler time when it was easy to pad out movies, just throw in a sex scene or random death scenes with non-characters. Nowadays, all they do to stretch out a movie is slow down the opening and closing credits.
Anyway, thank you, puppets. This aloe vera will give me great pleasure. Now, where's my stack of Hustler magazines?
We'll be right back, because I don't want to picture that anymore.
Want some Wilkins coffee before you jump? No. You miss a lot when you don't drink Wilkins.
We are back, and something brain ingredients from burnt hillbillies and bratty kids. He will get back his dead wife by ordering her favorite meal of split pea with cream of mushroom soup. It's really a love story, as he sends Torch to rid him of his competition, the handsome Michael, and stop by for a quick nude scene too while you're on the way. The only thing Torch had to go off of was nudity, therefore he'll kill anyone who they sense was banging.
The only time I want to feel somebody tossing and turning in bed is when I'm helping them.
You know I have restless penis syndrome, damn it! I'll catch up to you in a minute!
Oh!
See, there it goes again! But we fixed it. You don't have to worry about him hogging the showers anymore. And you can compare bandage prices with Toulon after he makes more brain soup with your tissue. The others have more important work to do. We really need to move that gazebo. We have lost so many drunk troubadours off of that ledge. He's about to request a wake-up call. At 6 a.m., take off his bandage and pour salt on his face.
And if anyone goes sneaking through my workshop, make sure they do it while being sexy.
Michael is smarter than most characters. When a puppet shoots a blowtorch at him, he does the right thing and moves out of the way. Honestly, the thing I'm most curious about is if during pre-production, if this was ever called Bride of Puppet Master. On the one hand, she seems very annoyed he keeps talking to her like she's his wife, and on the other, he is keeping her very warm and comfortable. There is a slight draft in there. Michael defeats them with their weaknesses, throwing a fire extinguisher at one, or throwing them into a wall. Then we can find out who the culprit was this whole time, since his IMDb picture isn't showing us either.
Here today, leftovers tomorrow.
Caroline, wait! Pause the show! This is the Kyle MacLachlan Crypt episode! I love that one!
And I guess Camille's dead, for now. I'm assuming the rest of the movie is gonna be monologuing. Why not? It's what his whole character has been so far. He does have a good reaction here, though, when she says, "I'm not your wife, even if that was possible." And he's like, if that were possible, what is it you think I do? Watch as he does his latest trick, transferring his soul into a mannequin, which, honestly, is pretty effective. This is a relatively creepy makeup job. I like it. I wish there was more of this. But here's where the movie more or less plays out like the climax of the first, where the puppets find out that the big bad treats them like shit, and wait a minute, he's evil? In that movie's case, it was Neil Gallagher, and here with Toulon, where the puppets turn against him and kill him horribly. Makes sense it has the same conclusion. If you liked the first, you'll probably like this. They're pretty much the same movie. They both have the same strengths and weaknesses. The strengths being the memorable puppets and effects, and the flaws being the super lame human characters, pretty slow pacing, and a lot of padding. I liked Michael though. And when an effect is bad, it's pretty funny. Afterwards, he gives his mom a nice styrofoam burial just like she asked. The important thing is that they get the hell out of there. Toulon will probably be back. The third one is called Toulon's Revenge. And who cares if it's a prequel? We need to play it safe. And of course it came out only a year after this one. Will this have a sequel bait ending?
Should have taken a left at the crossroads.
What the hell? I don't know, but that was terrifying. Kinda does make me want to see the others. Christ, I do like this effect. Like if Mr. Sardonicus had surprised eyes instead of a smile. And yes, I also had to look it up that this is Camille in the Elsa Toulon mannequin. Damn you, brain formula! Then they're off, where Camille will never be seen or heard from again. Ha ha ha. But still, rent the third movie, please. And I need a moment of padding of my own here, people. Gotta shrink down these 1983 posters to put them on the wall and start filming 1983 in film. Oh yeah, I'm looking right at you, Sleepaway Camp.